Hey, good morning.
Hello.
Hi, everyone. I'd just like to introduce you to our CEO and co-founder, Knight Howe. Today we're going to be talking about something pretty exciting. So there's a lot of people up and down the country now starting to use Relab for all of their property due diligence and get their data and insights from Relab. But one of the most exciting things that we think we've now added is that a lot of people don't know you can actually order your titles and property documents directly off Relab instantly. So let's have a little bit of a chat about that. I'll hand over to you, Knight.
Thank you, Lou. Hello, everyone. Yes, Lou's absolutely correct that not many users actually know that if you Relab offers you the platform to instantly order title documents anywhere in New Zealand. So we have been offering Relab around property-related details since 2016, and as of 2 years ago, we've added this new feature to allow people to order titles. Now, you might wonder, why are titles important? Isn't that something that you just leave to the solicitor's lawyer to sort out at the very last stage of the property transaction? In our view, no. You should know titles and what's in the titles for any properties, either for yourself or for your clients, as early as possible. Because when we are looking at property research and property due diligence, yes, it is important to look at the house, to look at the land, the zoning, but title document is the legal document, or we call it legal instrument, that stipulates things that you can or cannot do with a piece of land. So when it comes to, especially when an agent's looking for the next property for their clients, or a developer looking for their next development site, it's critical to know what's in the title early on so that you don't waste a lot of time going down the path that's no longer going to yield for the purpose for you.
Fantastic. The great news is, Knight, I think a lot of people are realising that Relab's a one-stop shop. So when you're doing that early stage of your property due diligence, there's many different websites that you have to go on to find all the data that you need. So this is just one more stepping stone in us hopefully being able to provide just the one-stop shop where you can go to one place on any device to get everything you need to do that early stage due diligence process.
That's correct. Why don't we just jump on Relab and give everyone a taste of how to read up titles details and how to order titles.
Perfect.
On Relab.
Let's do it.
My screen.
And of course, Knight, this is available on mobile, on iPad, on desktop,
Absolutely.
anywhere you are. You know, if you're sitting with a client in a cafe, you can literally just pull up this title and show them all the details that they need.
That's correct. Now, Lou, can you see my screen?
I can, yeah.
Fantastic. So this is Relab's homepage, and you can visit us just by typing Relab, relab.co.nz on any browser or any device, and you'll be here. So let's just try any address, right? So let's go to address. Here, this is addressing Remuera. You will see there are two parts to Relab's platform. The first part is the map. So we have one of the most comprehensive and most detailed mapping for a property app. And on the map, you can switch between satellite and base map view. And in either view, you can turn on these different map layers, for example, services and flood, for example, unitary planning map. And we have a consent feature that tells you what are the recent approved building or resource consents. There's a listings icon. By turning it on and off, you will be able to see what are the recent sales in the area, any current listings. So titles, and why is it important? Where do you find it? On the right hand side, this is what we call property details panel. So we're looking at this address in Remuera, and we have pulled up the land title. It's a cross lease land, showing the land size and the zoning. Now, if you go further down on the property panels, you'll see all title records. This is a section where it can just collapse, and here you will see all the live and historical items that's recorded on the title. So I click on this button and go show all, and under here, anything that has current means that it's a current title instrument, and anything that's historical, obviously, is in the past. And we have categorized the different title instrument, because there are a lot of them, under ownership, under finance, and under other. Now, other is a category that I highly recommend our users to spend a lot of time on, because this is where you'll see, in this case, land covenant. It's important to you for you to know what's in the land covenant, lease plan or lease agreement, any fencing covenant, and the list goes on.
I guess too, with the amount of development that's going on around the country, that's particularly important.
Absolutely. So just some use cases. For example, we have some users contacting us and wanting to order titles through Relab, which we've helped them with. And then they've discovered that their property is zoned for mixed housing suburban, which means that development or subdivision can take place on that property. However, in their title, there is a piece of document that says land covenant. And after they've ordered title through us and have read through what's in the land covenant, it says one dwelling per site. So that just writes a whole planning. So it doesn't matter which zoning you're zoned for, this is the piece of legal document that will stop any development in the future. So that's just an example of how covenant or any title records can be very, very
We have a question here, Knight. Excuse me. Do you show the details of the file? I'm not 100% sure what you mean by file there, Bing. But perhaps, Knight, do you get what you're saying there? Yeah, cool.
Yes. I guess being you might be referring to the title files. So there are two ways that Relab can serve up that titles information to our users. The first is just a high level, right? The top line level, what's under a title, and there are different instruments in the title showing to our users. Now, this is real time. So whatever you see here is real time, in sync with the record on Land Information New Zealand or LINZ's website. This is one way of us showing the title document. If you want to know, say for example, we want to know what's actually in this land covenant file, and there's a lease number there, you can easily do so by going back to Relab and order the title through us. So here we can see there are 5 different sections under the title files for this address, and you can just order whichever is relevant for you. So let's just tick 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, would not worry too much about the mortgage section, but we are pretty interested to know what's in the fencing covenant and what's recorded under the 2 piece of land covenant. So after you've chosen those documents, you go continue to payment. Here we'll ask you for your credit card information, and once you put that in, go place order. Our machine, our system, the Relab system will be working very hard to fetch your the documents that you've ordered and deliver it into your inbox.
And so how long does that process take, Knight, to actually get the document into your inbox?
Good question, Lou. It used to take up to an hour, but we've now improved our process that it's within minutes. So Relab, we're a little proud, or very proud, to say that we're one of the fastest platform to get user the title.
Oh, fantastic. Time is money.
Yeah, so in case you're wondering, what does a title document looks like? We have an example here for certificate title. So you can click on the example. This is what a sample title document looks like. It's very formal. So this is a certificate title documents, but of course there are different types of certificate title. In this one, we can see there are 2 what's called title interests recorded against this title. And the next page will show a drawing of the section as well. There is a really important number for us here to note, which is identifier or CT, certificate title. So this number is very unique to any properties, any addresses across New Zealand. So getting this number right is very critical. So as you may have noticed, when there is a property transaction taking place, on a sales and purchase agreement, the agents or the buyer or seller needs to make sure that this number is recorded correctly on the
Absolutely.
purchase, sales, and purchase
That looks
agreement.
like an amazing feature, Night. Look, I think it's really important, you know, as a property professional, to know that you can get everything you need in the one place. And I think just having that extra layer of that feature where you can actually order your title just right there in the one spot, and you don't have to wait for your PA or for somebody else to order it for you, or actually yourself having to go out and click on another website. I think that's pretty cool. So if we don't have any more questions, and if there's nothing else that you wanted to share on that night, we'll wrap up. Awesome, cool. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Remember that you can start a free trial with Relab at any point, and that's a 14-day free trial. There's no obligations at all. You can test out all those really cool pro features that we have for our members. Cool. Thanks for joining us. Thank you, Night. See ya. Bye.
Have a good day, everyone. See ya.